During this time, racing was conducted in an anti-clockwise direction as opposed to which runs clockwise. As vertical left. After a 9-year absence, the French Grand Prix made a welcome return to 2016. The last time we witnessed the Grand Prix on French soil was back in 2008, when they had the podium in a Ferrari at Mexico. 2018 has seen McLaren 7 times in one go and Oxford Carriage supplied by Renault, and moved short of weeks and Ed Alonso to extend his contract towards the end of 2017. Special guest, Jeff Porter. 2017 saw the introduction of the T-Wing and an effort to increase the output. However, real changes introduced in the 2018 season had banned the use of the controversial wing. These delays turned 11 and 12 with the driver's physical stamina for the test, with the cars reaching 0.5 G to go better. Great day in Formula 1.
we go, we had some problems there. Hello, mic's now working. Hello, my name's Alex. As you can see from the vlog, and this is Formula 3 Tier 3 of AOR. I'm actually working on. So we've had a few technical issues. This is my first time communicating, so get into this. So, firstly, hello. So we're here in Albert Park in Melbourne, for this race. TR shoulder quite slow there in the future. It's coming through. You've seen some footage, but you didn't hear my voice, so I do apologise about that. Even if the footage is a bit choppy, sorry about that. First small job. It goes on. But here we are with QTX. He's obviously on a storming lap at 144. 143 was not showing the pace of feet on the show. But TR Shore, as you obviously I was talking about, you can see, not QTX, telling the line too much on the curb there. Went a bit off at turn 13. Oh, and he goes even further onto the, and he goes into the pits. Yeah, I'm not surprised by that. He locks up Swipe going into the pits, but I'm not surprised about that. And he's really struggling to get off his first run, and he's got off his second run. So not the best for QTX as well, as there seems to be some sort of collision from Baxter Hill and SSR Bobberts. I do not know what's happened there. That is only 5 place grid penalty for the driver, the Force India. So, while we're sitting here, I've seen a few introductions just from the drivers who introduce themselves on the forum. I'm going to introduce myself. I'm Alex. I was supposed to be a commentator, but sadly Josh dropped out. So sorry that, yeah, you're stuck with me, just me. We do have some magic going on, but I don't know why. I'm going to just like dig in somehow and see what's going on, like into the AOR, not AOR, OBS. So I'm not entirely sure. We're full the technical full the time. Just to see what's going on. The team of the possibly forgot didn't run as well. Yeah, probably not the best. So I do apologise. I'm very sorry. But let me see. Obviously, if you don't mind watching the wagon, probably hear my voice. Probably still either. But something I didn't obviously say if you want to use it. This is no system, so obviously no braking assist or traction control at all. Yeah, you were literally just by yourself. TR Shaw there, even though you're faster, then he's original time as well. So yeah, great one. I'm finally getting a few 120 times in. Races coming in with 120.768 as well. LK Jaw is going to pits. Most of the cars are into the pits as well. This is Roberts, Thomas 155. Still set time. Spurs on T93 leader F1. Benjamin, he's in the pits, so is Thomas, so we're still waiting for a few times from them. We've got about 5-6 minutes left of the session, so you see some of the cars coming up the pits very quickly. So, I've looked at a few introductions of the people on the thing, so as I said, I did say, but my mic wasn't working. FTR Jogger, his birthday was yesterday. His birthday was yesterday. He was 15 years old, so let's hope he can get a good result. In a weird problem where he retired and then came back on, but let's hope he's fully perfect and into the game. So happy birthday for Joggler right there. SSR Bobberts now, wow, a 119.932. Let me completely sort this out. Oh, some people complaining about the game sound. That's not good, is it? But Bobberts on there. The fastest time, LK Jaw now coming onto an outlap. Probably getting them tyres warmed up. Make sure the battery is fully recharged so we can completely go flat out around Albert Park. You see, yeah, we've got 4 minutes, yeah, 4.5 minutes coming out. So let's just see what cars are coming out to go for the final few laps of this short qualifying session indeed. So there we go, that's good. Yes, as I say, it's a one-man show here, so everything's kind of, how do we say, you know, just me kind of like sitting there, just kind of panicking, oh my god, is everything okay? But yeah, let's hope this goes perfect. Let's hope it doesn't lag too much as well. I'm not entirely sure why it is, but the game is a bit laggy but bearable. Thank you, Charlie. I don't know why it's coming out good on my side. I think it's sometimes my internet seems to be fine, but sometimes it doesn't go according to plan. So okay, Jaw now. Let's see, he's on his outlap. He's coming through now. Oh, the game is a tad quiet. Okay, let's try and find the sweet spot. Let's water 9. Okay, let's see if we've got the sweet spot now. So okay, Jaw coming in. Let's get on board for his lap. Let's see if he can get pole. So he's coming down the main straight. Here is the main braking section. This is if you make a lap or not. He takes it perfectly going through turn 1 and through turn 2. Make sure the DRS is now open. Don't go too wide onto the curbs because you can completely lose here. Another major braking. So coming out the DRS into turn 3 into a tight section of turn 4 and then into turn 5. Make sure you do not go into the curbs there, especially sausage curbs, because the problem is you can unsettle the car. Do not rely on the curbs too much. Coming out of turn 5. Oh, he took a bit too much curb down into turn 6, and I think that is him backing off. Yeah, what a shame for OK Jaw. He had a great first and second, well, partly second sector, but yeah, what a shame. But he seems to be throwing on now. Thomas Williams, yeah, I don't know why I'm racing, but yeah, you know, commentating and racing do not pay the bills as well. Yeah, they don't pay the bills together. So we've got 2 minutes 28, so we should see most of the cars coming out now. So as you can see, VRT Benjamin coming out, Jolly coming into turn 11 and turn 12, Oasis in the pits, TSR Clays coming out now. TSR Clays, Nura Kingship is coming into turn 3. Let's stay with T2G Iceman. Let's just see how he's going to go into turn 1. He gets in the DRS. Let's see how he goes. We probably want to break back the 50-meter board. Oh, he goes a bit wide on the apex. Missed the apex slightly. Relies too much on the outside curb of turn 1 into DRS now. So he goes into turn 3. He's got a bit of traffic ahead. He locks up slightly on the front right brakes, but he should be fine. Let's hope he doesn't have the same issue that Jaw did, but Dutch Power 97 let him through there as he goes into turn 6, and he, yep, perfect, not suffering from the same problem that OK Jaw did. He's now into the pits. OK Jaw, after he had that terrible turn 6 incident, Snooker Kingship coming in ready for that final lap, just warming up them tyres and the battery. Dutch Power doing the same. We're on an outlap. Everyone's out on an outlap right now. So as you can see, you got TSR Clays with Oasis behind him. LK Jaw in the pits. VRT Benjamin Jolly as well. TR Shaw is on the outlap, and SSR Bobberts is about to go on his. Oh, he goes a bit wide there. That's a bit too wide for my liking. But let's see how he goes into turn 1. Oh, I think I've got some audio now. Okay, that was the most bizarre situation ever. I'm so sorry. The mic is completely gone. This has gone from bad for worse for me, but not for some of our drivers who actually left the race. Hi, hello, my voice is back. The problem with being a one-man thing is my voice. As soon as it goes, I'm very oblivious. So hello, Finch saying WCF is going on. Yes, that was my reaction as well. I was very confused to what's going on, but a lot of people have either left the session or have DNF'd. But we had a safety car restart. After a few crazy collisions going in, but SSR Bobbert still has that lead. But Jolly's been disqualified for being parked at a dangerous location, so that's him out. So we've lost 4 drivers. AOR Charlie retiring from the qualifying session and the race itself. So you know, top props to him for that one, I guess. I'm Eagle 69. It's now got P2. SR Bobbert setting the fastest lap, but he's not alone there. Oasis is really following him closely with Dutchbound 97 as well. Keeping close, and ooh, I am Eagle 69 is out the session. He took a bit too much there, hit the tyres, going into turn 1, and well, it's saying for me he is out. With Dutch Power 97 leading the session as well. That is a bizarre situation. CSR Clays is DNF'd, so that means Nomura has gone up to P9. TL Shaw in P10. I don't know what happened to him, but he was for a certain amount of time doing it. So it's completely restarting. It looks like that's what Jogler's saying. But this, yeah, this is from my point of view. Oh god, yep, it's completely restarting. Which is, you know, considering that my mic was off for half of it. Yeah, this has gone from bad for worse for everybody. Yeah, no one gave me any information on the restart, so oh god. So let me quickly go onto the intro feed. Oh, no, let me just stay in the feed itself. But let me put the slide up as we all try and figure out what's going on here. So let's see what we can do. this should all be working. So, the qualifying results still stand, but Blackstone Hill does not have that time penalty. That grid penalty, so he's still in P4 and not in the P9 he was originally meant to be. So anything else than that is pretty much normal. So forget the racing we saw. That didn't happen between us. As a R93 Leader F1 has now been disqualified as long as Thomas 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So obviously some sort of incident has taken place there. But AOR Charlie's in, I'm not in it anymore, so that's good. That's obviously a bit of a bug on my end, so apologies for that, as I think it did cause a few issues with, how can I say, the, what's the right word to say, the bot being in there, or the driver being in there, probably wasn't the best. So anyway, but SSR Bob is on pole, Tino Shaw is pretty much behind him, P2 and Jolly, and then Blackstone Hill. So let's hope Blackstone Hill does have a much better result than he did last time. So let's hope the game doesn't go terribly bad again, as it did last time, because that isn't the best. But let's go with the TV pod for Bollett as he comes on through. And then we got a few of the cars just coming through now. Jolly, Blackstone Hill, Oasis, Dutch Power 97. The two Ferraris, a T2G Iceman and VRT Benjamin. VRT Benjamin was in a Renault, if I remember last time. So something's probably happened there. Then LK Jaw, TSR Clays, Mura, King Chip X, FTR Joggler, and AOR Charlie. So let's have a look and get on board. Here we go, we've got 3, 4, 5 lights. A long way, but they go. Let's see if TR Shaw can replicate the start, that great start he had, but I highly doubt he can. Oh, we've got a few, but no, TR Shaw does replicate. Oh, they keep going wide to each other, but TR Shaw does just about take lead as Blackstone Hill has gone fully off. What a shame for him. AOR Charlie coming through the ranks for him, but let's see how they go. AOR Charlie now in the end of the field. A few smoke, a bit of debris coming off. I think the Mura's had a bit of a problem there as RT93 Leader F1 also goes further down the grid. Thomas 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and Nimura battling through into turn 5, into the turn 6 complex. Then we've got LK Jaw, a bit of a lock up there from FTR Joggler. TSR Clays, they're just ahead of Joggler. Then we've got a bit of a procession coming through. TSR Clays, VRT Benjamin, Dutch Power 97 getting right close to, a bit of a touch of the wall from Dutch Power 97 as well. But Oasis also having a few issues there as well. TTG Iceman coming through, I'm an Eagle, then a massive gap to 2, and then Jolly, SR Bobbits, and then TR Shaw. Thomas 1, 2, 4, 5 has retired from the session. That's a bit of a shame, but yeah, he retired from how to say, the session, from the qualifying, and he's now just retired from the race. So that is not good. A bit of a battle going on there between Dutch Power 97. He dives bombs completely into turn 15. A few knocks taken there as TR Shaw takes the fastest lap of the race. Let's just go further down. You can see VRT Benjamin, no DRS just yet. That comes on lap 3, but TSR Clays and Joggler, is he going to go down and deep into turn 1? But TSR Clays goes a bit further wide and keeps it close. DRS here, Joggler would definitely take the mid, but sadly he doesn't just yet. But LK George really keeping close to them as King Chip, he's well, they two touch. It's so close, these four. Ever so close between all four of them coming through. Fine, ever so. I've got Jaw right there, all over the gearbox of King Chip, but AOR Charlie just looking back a bit more of a bystander there. TSR Clay trying to dive through, but Joggler has this little battle for 9 just secured so far, going quite well for him. VRT Benjamin there, so you can see just the 4 of them, now even 5 with Blackstone Hill coming through. Don't forget he had a terrible start, completely spun off. Oh no, that is the AOR Charlie instead, that is not Blackstone Hill, or is it? No, that is not Blackster Hill. RT93 leader F1, a bit further back from Blackster Hill, and Nomura really suffering. He obviously had some damage going into turn 3 there. It looked like some sort of a front wing damage there, definitely. Here we have AOR Charlie. AOR Charlie's caught up now, but LK Jaw there, battling through King Chip there. Let's just get on board with AOR Charlie, just see what he does. LK Jaw going into the inside, round turn 15 into 16. It's keeping it close to DRS is now enabled. But T2G Iceman now has a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. I wonder when that's for. RT93 leader F1. It's a 5-second stop-go penalty for speeding in the Palin Oasis there, going for a dive bomb, and that looks like Iceman completely going wide there into turn 3, going through some of the bumps, and let's see what comes up. Joggler's coming through. Yes, he takes from Joggler, takes P8, T2G Iceman going through there, but there's still that little fight between Jaw and Clays. Also Iceman now getting involved, but don't forget he probably has a few issues with his tyres because of just going off the marbles, and see TSR Clays locking up there completely. Line Eagle 69, it's a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. P4, the Mercedes in P4 got a few warnings there. Ooh, LK Jaws really trying to attempt to overtake into turn 11, turn 12. A really fast, fast section of the track as he's going into turn 13. He's having an even better look. This ain't normally an overtaking spot at all, but you know, fair play to him. Probably now is the best time for him to overtake with a bit of DRS, but don't forget T2G Iceman there is probably in the 1-second gap to TSR Clays. No, he isn't. Oh my god, rather close. It's reminiscent of Michael Schumacher and Rubens Barrichello right there. But LK Jaw has it completely and takes it. Let's see how they go into the next DRS section. Don't forget there's 3 DRS sections around this track going into turn 13. Between 12 and 13 here, between 2 and 3. Let's see how he goes. Looking in, he tries to have a look, but LK Jaw there just on the outside, just kind of keeping the car as much as he can on track, but no improving there. AOR Charlie also kind of keeping a rather close eye on what's going on here, as long as King Chip as well. But very interesting battle there for P10 and P10 completely. Yeah, TG Iceman is now catching up to Joggler in front, who with Joggler just spectating the fight between VRT Benjamin, but it's mostly that fight between Dutch Power 97 and Oasis. So let's see what Dutch Power 97 is going to do. Oh my god, that's extremely close to the gearbox there. Going a bit kind of corner slightly there into turn 12, but he's got DRS now. Let's see what is from Oasis's point of view. He locks up slightly. Oh god, a few connections right there. But there we go. Oasis loses the place to Power. TG Iceman just watching on board there. But let's see how Oasis can do into the start-finish straight into turn 1. Let's see what happens. Joggler's left the session. What a shame that is for him. Let's see what Oasis can do. He's looking on the inside, but no chance whatsoever of getting through. Here we go, another set DRS again. Let's just look at how he's going to turn 3. And TSR Clays there, got 5 seconds stop go penalty for speeding into the pit lane. Looks like a nice few second gap between Dutch Power, Oasis, then TG Iceman, then LK Jaw. Kind of get away now from King Chip, but King Chip still does have AOR Charlie for company. Blackster Hill there, catching up some time considering how badly that first corner was for him. He's doing rather well. FTR Joggler there, coming out on track, even though he did retire supposedly, but as you can see, Nomura just in the background there as well. VRT Benjamin is retired, is DNF'd, and RT93 leader F1 is running out the grid for P15. Let's see how our leader TR Shaw is. He has SSR Bobbers for company. Let's just get on board with SSR Bobbers and just see how he's doing. Jolly is not really afraid at all, not in the DRS area, but Bobbers is really taking as much on track as he can, which ain't the best, to be fair. Not good at all, but there is enough power out there. Despite the DRS, there's another DRS X coming up. Let's see what we can do. Nothing much as well as he can do. DRS really not working very well for SS Bobbers. He's really struggling. Don't forget, this is no assist league, so no traction control. No braking, no racing line, completely, you know, you've got to manage your brakes, you've got to manage your tyres, you've got to manage your battery as well. Don't forget that is a new addition for F1 2018, you've got to really manage your battery as well. I'm Eagle there, who did have some sort of penalty there, just watching Jolly in the distance. Dutch Pound 97, a big 6.7 gap between P4 and P5 with Oasis. The gap between the two former bastards on the track opening up ever so slightly. With TG Weissman now looking onto Oasis, maybe he can have a look into turn 13 with the next DRS area. Oh, he does have a bit of a struggle with the car there as he go into turn 11 and turn 12. Let's see if he can get DRS. Oh, Oasis goes completely off track. He's going to take the outside. Let's go on and see how Oasis defends, but he's not. Weissman locks up ever so slightly. Oasis is kind of keeping close to the gearbox. Let's see if he can gate something out of the start-finish straight, but Weissman seems to have pulled a brilliant move on the outside with the assist of DRS. But let's see what Oasis can do, because we know he can fight very clearly. We know he can fight. Let's see how he goes. Weissman doesn't have any DRS to Dutch Power in front of him. RT93 leader at the back with a 3-second time penalty. Not a good day for him so far, but let's see how Oasis can do with another go. I'll do it all, but let's go on board with Bobberts. And as you can see, Bobberts is not in P2 anymore. Jolly is in P2. 2-second gap now between TR Shaw and Jolly. But yep, that is Bobberts in P3. The former pole sitter is now struggling at the back of the podium pack, let's call them. With I'm Eagle actually catching up. Don't forget, you know, he was lurking around, but it didn't look like he could have had to touch a P3, but you can now. In Dutch Pound 97, obviously there's that gap between P4 and P5, but that is still it was shortened. Let's just say that let's stay here with the P2 and with P3. Don't forget we've got the DRS in the start finish straight that most likely SSR Bobberts will pick up. I highly doubt he won't pick it up. Going rather wide there into Gear 4, not Gear 5, which is interesting, probably due to the more heavy the cars are. So you can really see how the DRS is affecting Bobberts. He tries to have a look, but he doesn't have too much. But oh, Jolly has a 3-second time penalty there from multiple warnings. So that basically gives SSR Bobberts P2. So it's most likely best for him to get this moving now, not get stuck behind Jolly, and basically get P2 on paper and not in theory. So let's just see how that goes. But the battle there in P8 between Oasis and Jaw there. Look at that, going to P4, and they touch. Oh my god, they touch. Ever so close. Oasis gets to people. You know, it's very difficult for the driver. So going to slightly lock up the rear brakes there. A bit of dust being kicked up as well, but not to worry at all. Okay, Jaw there. See if I can look into turn 10. Doesn't have too much of a look, to be fair. So here they go. Probably he's going to have a look in turn 11 and turn 12, but for my best guess, all he is, he's trying to go wide. Oasis tries to cover him. But here is now, he needs the best exit he can to get the DRS, and that is a good exit indeed. He's going to go wide on the outside. Oasis lets him through. No, he doesn't. Jaw is very much keeping close. He's holding on for P7. He really wants P7, but Oasis is not giving it up to him at all. He takes a bit too much curb there into P15, and that is Oasis into the pits along with I'm Eagle and Bobberts. Let's see what they can do. Probably going for the undercut and seeing if they can catch out anybody. That's SSR Bobberts, I'm Eagle and Oasis there. Oasis getting a new front wing, so that looked like a pit stop, not out of strategy but more out of mandatory. So there we go, SR Oasis coming out of the pits. Now Blackster Hill having well, no chance Blackster Hill can get any close. But Blackster Hill is having some sort of look. I give him that. Don't forget he's got DRS. He's going to, That was rather close. Completely dive bombing. Oasis had to completely back away because otherwise he would have ended up as a part of a Force India Red Bull mix-up. That would have not been good. But Blackster Hill with a very, very aggressive move. He's driving very aggressively too there. As you can see, he's taking up a lot of the grass there. But Oasis there, P11. But TR Shaw going down. He's responding to what Bobbson's doing, and he is also doing a pit stop. Let's see how he goes. Jolly staying out. Stay on board with Bobberts. Let's just quickly jump on the broadcast camera to see how he does. TR Shaw coming out. Bobberts coming down as well. Let's see how close they are. Oh, it's going to be extremely close, but not too close. Could he get DRS into this next area? He cannot, so TR Shaw keeps hold of the lead. A bit of a shortened lead in my opinion. So the undercut really working well there. But this is warning sign to Jolly that he does probably need to peer into this next lap. King Chip there. AOR Charlie also looking really close on the back of LK Jaw. Don't forget, LK Jaw does have some sort of penalty additional as well. Then we've got a few second gap between Dutchman 97, who's now in P2, still has to pit. Jolly still has to pit as well, but he probably has to pit now. You can see how effective the undercut was for SSR Bobberts and TR Shaw. As you can see, it's going into turn 11 and turn 12. He's probably going to get some DRS onto this. It goes a bit wide for my liking. Let's quickly jump on and see how he goes. No chance there, but nice little assist from DRS. Let's make sure. Is Jolly coming into the pits? No, he isn't. He's staying out. He obviously hasn't seen what TR Shaw and SSR Bobberts are, but he is staying out a bit longer. He is on the super soft tyres, however, so you know, maybe he's got some idea in theory, and that is a mysterious Force India there, and oh, that's a lagging Force India over there as well. It goes off into the, oh god, okay, something's obviously not right there. Oasis just on board there. You can see with Blackster Hill probably having a few decent issues, but he can probably grab some DRS here. Can he? No, he cannot. I don't know what's happened there. Very, very bizarre. Very, very bizarre. Let's see on board for the provisional P1 provisional pole, provisional win right here. Let's see how he's going. They do have FTR Jogler, who is right at the back of the grid. That was the AOR Force India we saw, but he's ghosting completely, so they can just completely get past him as they are fighting really closely. T2G Iceman, who's in P3, has now got 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Probably taking a bit too much curb into a corner there. And these two, let's see, yes, he does get DRS as sub-Bobberts. Let's just see how he goes. Jump on his broadcast camera. Again, he has a look. Not too much, he's closer this time though, but he has a look and doesn't do anything. But TR Shaw now has King Chip for company, and that is Jolly in the pits, and that is T2G Iceman into the pits as well. Jolly coming into the softs, but can he respond to what TR Shaw has done? No, he can't. He's lost the lead. He has lost the lead. TR Shaw taking the theoretical lead right there. As they're now, SSR Bobberts is now fighting King Chip. They come through. But Jolly, P7, completely lost the lead. Not great for him. A great strategy mistake on my hand. You know, we saw how fast Bobberts was compared to SSR Shaw. Now Eagle comes through and is taking a bit more from Jolly. So, from bad for worse, from P1 to P8 from the McLaren driver, which isn't good. Blackster Hill, then P11, 3-second time bonus for multiple warnings. So, a few more penalties added up. SSR Bobberts now, that is a move for the lead. I do apologise, we did not catch that, but I was more focused on what Jolly had done. RT93 there, 3-second time penalty for him. He's right now back in the grid with Jogler, as you can see. But TR Shaw there, that extra, you know, he has an extra lap of tyre life in there, so let's see how we get it out. Here we go, we're on board with him now. Starting looking for Bobberts. Bobby goes quite aggressive into the corner. He doesn't take as much as TR Shaw does, as you can see. But let's see, has another lock up coming into turn 15 and 16. Let's see how they go with DRS in this move. still keeping, not using all the battery powers he can do, probably keeping close, staying at P7, P4, but don't forget he's got DRS again to go through. That's Dutch Pro 97 and AOR. Charlie coming into the pits right there. Let's see if he looks into turn 3. He does it. Ooh, and it's so closely touched. Deary me, that was so close. That was unbelievable. That's millimeters away. That's just like Bobbett's. That's just the fastest lap so far, but we're not worried about that at all, are we? We're worried about the gaps to each other, and you can see that is just so close, the two drivers together. Nearly catching up to LK Jaw, who is technically in the lead but still has to stop of some sorts. But we're staying on board with these two because they are really panning it out for the lead. Very close racing, very close racing indeed. So they're now coming into turn 11. Let's see what TR Shaw can do with a bit of DRS. He's going to try again. He's going to try again. You can see he's got so much more speed coming through. He tries to respond. Bobbett's, he's lost it. Oh, they touch. They touch. TR Shaw goes wide a bit from turn 13, but TR Shaw has now taken the lead. But Bobbett's is obviously not going to give up too clearly. Kingship now coming into theoretical P3. He's going to try and get as much as he can. He's going to try and move. He's got DRS now. Let's see what we can do. Trying to slipstream. TR Shaw doesn't definitely want to give it away to him, but he does. He does. Let's see how it goes to turn 1. No, but Bobbett's has got it again. He's probably going to have DRS coming out this as well, so even more bad luck for TR Shaw there. But he doesn't storm off with Bobbett's. TR Shaw really keeping it close there, trying to harvest as much energy as he can. And there's just a fight with Kingship going in there. He's obviously coming down, but we are not focused about that. We're more focused about the lead most definitely, because this is such an interesting fight. Only a 10th between the two of them, as you can see. Oh, it's just so close between the two Haas drivers. Bob's going a bit too wide there. As you can see, he takes a bit of grass. They're kind of coming into turn 9 and turn 10, coming midway into sector 2. But here as well is where TR Shaw can most definitely pick up some time, but he does get a time penalty. That's not good for him. He's now got a 3-second time penalty, but he's going to definitely try some sort of lead on the outside. Oh, I do apologise about that, and TR Shaw does take it round the outside. Just seeing what Joggler was doing there. Don't know what he was doing in traffic, but SSR Bob has gone away from the lead again. Kingship falling further down the lead, further down the results table. But let's see what Bobbers can do with a bit of DRS. He's going to have a look. He's a turn 1. But he keeps it close behind TR Shaw. He can go again on the run up to turn 3. He's keeping it. He's trying to get the slipstream. Most definitely. But he just, TR Shaw completely takes that outside line. He has to brake early, but he still keeps rather close. You can see, just nearly going for that back of TR Shaw's car. This is extremely close racing right here. Don't forget, they do lock up the brakes. But for SSR Bobbers now has a 3-second time penalty of himself. So they're both levelled out their penalties of such. So they're now pretty much equal pegging now. Because Bobbers was technically, theoretically in the lead because of TR Shaw's time penalty. But Bobbers has got his own time penalty now. See, Blackster Hill now coming into the pits. Coming into P12. Let's see what Bobbers can do with a bit more DRS. Really wrestling the car. Coming through. Doesn't have that much power coming through, but TR Shaw breaks a bit early. Make sure Namira's got a 5-second stop go penalty, bring the pit lane, so that will not help him. There is P13. But it's a really fun hours, but only halfway through the race. It's a very close lead, very close fight we've got for the lead right here. Only half a second in completely. Jolly, he was leading, he's wiggling his way up back into the grid. He's, pardon me, rather close to I'm Eagle 69 right there. So most likely he is going to pull off some sort of move, but we're more focused on SSR's Bobbers move from TR Shaw. I think they oh, that was so close. I think they did touch this. TR Shaw does lock up, and as I said, Jolly does take that move. Oh, does he actually? Indeed, no, he doesn't. He goes completely wide. From that, he probably went for a lunging move on I'm Eagle, and he has lost P3. go. See how SSR Bobbits are. It's a very close lead, both for P1 and for P3. As you can see, oh my god, is he going to put a move into turn 1? No, he can't, can he? He can't. He has. He has. He has. Oh my god, he's pulled it into turn 1. Well done, but TR Shaw has now has the DRS, and Bobbits has really got to make his car as wide as he can. He's going to keep on the inside, brake as late as he can. Oh, they touched. Oh, they nearly touched. They didn't touch, but they nearly did. SS Bobbits here. What some racing war going on between the two As drivers. Both locking up very much. But keep it rather close to each other. There we go. TR Shaw's got some DRS to help him along. Definitely going to try and slipstream, get as close as he can to Bobbits right here, revving as high as he can into gear 7. Bobbits, a few little glitches here and there. He's now using a bit of slipstream on the DRS, looking on the outside. He's going to brake so late, and they do touch. They touch. TR Shaw gets pushed aside completely, like an unwanted item, and he has dropped back. Only 0.5, 0.6 seconds, so not too bad at all. But considering how close they were fighting earlier, Bobbits really making sure his car, he stayed where he was. No. Well done right there by the two drivers to not damage their cars too badly. Let's see, Oasis there is out of this session. He's now left it. But as I say, we are just focused on this fight. Just so interesting for first and second. It's just so close between the two of them. But now Jolly has pulled that move into P3 not on purpose though. Some sort of collision took place because I'm Eagle now has dropped back. It looks like there's some sort of thing happening between turn 11 and turn 12. It's a very fast section. AOR Charlie there going through. T2G Iceman, Dutch Power coming through. Now OK Jaw takes an advantage of I'm Eagle and takes P7. Here we go once again with DRS. Let's see how they go. TR Shaw's definitely going to try and get some sort of slipstream on him. Can he though? Can he? Oh, no he can't. Brakes very closely. Oh, Charlie there sent the fastest lap so far on the soft tyre. This is just so close between the two drivers. This is going to be a battle. I cannot wait to see it unfold all season, just because they're so close to each other on this track. You know, the twists and turns of Albert Park really makes some great racing. Really makes some really close racing, as well as FTR Joggler there. His birthday, 10/15 yesterday, but that means he's in P15 by complete coincidence. What a shame. To him at all, he's probably going to ghost and let them through. He is probably going to get some blue flags as TR Shaw gets the DRS. Can he hold it? No, he can't. He can't have a look through. They are just so close together. So close together to each other as they're trying to save up as much energy as they can and much power. Get on the DRS to make sure as when they go through the DRS straights, they can completely just flat out and see if they can get the better position. A few penalties coming up there, but we're not worried about that. We're just focusing on this fight. Bit of late braking there by TR Shaw, try and keep close to Bobbits. Another set of DRS coming through now with the energy. See what he does. Don't think he can get it all. No, very close though, very close, but he can't get it at all. Jolly there coming through. As you can see, what the wild joggler coming through there. Dutch Power rather somewhat nearby. As I thought I just saw a flying McLaren there, but that was my imagination. T2G Iceman, Dutch Power 97. AOR Charlie, a bit of a gap between the two. You've got LK Jaw, you've got King Chip, and then we have King Chip just there getting 3-second time penalty. And then we've got I'm Eagle coming through out the pits, most likely. He did have some sort of incident with Jolly maybe, or maybe just spun and hit the wall. Either one of the two he gets overtaken by TSR Clays. What a shame. Blackster Hill coming through into turn 15 and 16. He's had a few penalties. Then you've got Oasis, who's fallen down the grid ever so slightly. Nomura. Then you've got Arndt, T93 leader, F1. And Joggler coming through with the SR Bobbits. Let's see how they go through the start-finish straight. They are extremely close to each other, I give them that. Let's see, on lap 20 out to 29, is this going to be how it goes until the finish line? 7 up, just trying to keep as much energy as they can to push it through. Can he get anything through? He can't. He can't. It's getting ever so close though, ever so close every single lap. Just getting ever so closer to Bobbers. Let's see if he can some sort of dive bomb, some sort of move, try and get Bobbers wide clear. See Oasis there, we've got some back markers coming through, but it's going to get rid of that. Don't forget Oasis is ghosted, so it's not going to affect any of the two battling drivers. They're coming through turn 9, turn 10 now into that fast sector, into turn 11. And here we go. Shaw should get some sort of DRS. T2 Iceman gets overtaken by Dutch Power 97. Let's see how it goes. Let's have a look. Not at all. Keeping close between the other halves. Not himself. But here the cars are getting much lighter, so they'll burn some more fuel. See how they can go. Now they're worrying more about the fuel management. But let's see how they go. Try and keep it. Maybe try and preserve it until the last few laps and try and see how much they can get with a lighter car. Let's see. You must be able to do some sort of move into turn 3 now, because how close they are. Ooh. From turn 1 into turn 2. He's got DRS again, but then we're still in a similar situation there. Very close to him, but he doesn't get a look. Oh, he does get some sort of look in there. Bobbers does look up somehow, but it's not too much at all. Jordy there, looking on Nura, who running quite a lonely race there in P12 power, keeping close to Jolly for company, and Iceman keeping extremely more closer to Dutch Power for company as they're battling through. Let's see how they go. Definitely not as aggressive or as close as Bobbers is to Shaw. Speaking of Bobbers and Shaw, they must be coming up to the next DRS sector area after turn 11 and turn 12. That is much closer than it's normally been. Let's see how it goes. He must have some sort of advantage going through. He gets the slipstream. He's going to have a look on the inside. Bobbers looks up and Shaw has to pull away. He has to pull away because he knows he's going to get some sort of damage. Bobbers really making his car as wide as he can going into the turn and seeing if he can stop the overtake. But then he's got another attack from Shaw with the DRS. Let's see how he can go. He's keeping close. You gotta give it to Shaw. He's very tenacious, keeping close as much as he can to Bobbers. Uses as much as the road he can, but he just doesn't have that slight advantage to get past Bobbers. So he's gonna have a look. It looks like he's more happy to keep close to the other house in front and kind of put a move more into turn 13 than any other. Bobbers goes completely wide. I don't know what happened there. Maybe he wanted to go off-roading or maybe some countryside and all, but he went completely wide into turn 5 there. You can really see the pressure he is facing, just holding the lead back. You know, barely any room to breathe at all. The room that TR Shaw does. That 6 second gap he's got to Jolly. Yeah, these two definitely create some entertaining action for today's race. Here we go. This is Shaw's favourite position. Bobbers goes completely, he rides a little bit over the curb. You can see how much speed he's got. He's going to go for the slipstream. He's going to go on the inside, but he does the same. Bobbers does the same move again. Goes completely on white, does a bit of a lock-up, and just gets it around on the outside. He's doing rather well to defend this. He's doing some great action, but no, is he going to have a look into turn 50? He can't. Oh my god, he's so close. He's going to have a move. He's definitely got some sort of move coming into turn 1. He's got DRS now. Let's see how he does it. Oh my god, they are so close. Yes, it's just a late in braking. Who can break latest? TR Shaw does, and he's got the DRS there for just to help him even further. What a great move there. But TR Shaw, Bobbers ain't giving up at all. He is not giving up. He's going to have a look on the inside as well. TR Shaw locks up. They touch ever so slightly, but they're both out unscathed from that fight. Well done to the both of them. And you can see why. You know, there's some great battles going on everywhere else, but this battle, first and second, just creates so much entertainment. Here we go. He's keeping close. He knows he's got a DRS sector section coming up between turn 12 and turn 13. So keeping rather close. Don't want to make it too offensive wide awake, but trying to keep it close, get a slipstream. He's going to see how much speed he can take into turn 11 and turn 12. Use as much curve as he can. He really does use as much curve as he can. He goes riding over it, but then he's got DRS. He's really keeping close. Let's see how he goes. Nope. Oh, and my jaw completely locks as TR Shaw does a Bobbett's move and tries to make his car as big as he can. Now they go into the start finish straight. Don't forget another bound of DRS coming through. Clay's knocking down to P11 out the points. Blackster Hill comes through. Let's see how they go. Bobbett's is getting closer. They've got a car that's Clay's coming through. Shaw is now in P11. TR Shaw breaking a bit early there, but using much more curve from turn 11 than SSR Bobbett's does. Bobbett's still got DRS. Let's see how he goes. Oh, so close, but not close enough. What a shame. He's having further looks. I'll give him that. He's having further looks around. Don't forget, here's where Bobbett's been completely wide. Probably took a bit too much speed, didn't brake enough into turn 5. But let's see how he goes. Let's see how Jolly he is. He's fine. Dutch Power's fine, considering he's got T2G Iceman for company as well. But he is doing not too bad at all. SS Bobbett's there, keeping rather close. TR Shaw leading the way. I'm Eagle now setting the fastest lap on a set of super softs. He's probably gone on an ultimate strategy completely from everyone else. Not enough of a gap, too much of a gap there. Sorry, between TR Shaw and SSR Bobbett's to have some sort of move. It's going into the last 5 laps of the race. What the race has been? It's gone so quickly because we had that qualifying session where you know, it didn't go to plan for some people. You know, some cars went off, and because then we had that race that didn't go completely well, but we won't speak of that. But let's see how Bobbett's goes. He's holding. Oh, he's holding, but he's just so just can't get there. You know, what a shame. But he's gonna have a look. He can get there now. I'll tell you what for sure. Into turn 3, goes a bit wide, but TR Shaw follows him, and they touch. Oh, TR Shaw has gone, and they touch. TR Shaw's into the wall. Oh my god, does SSR Bobbett's have damage? I think he does some sort of thing. Jolly's taking the lead. Oh, SSR Bobbett's touched Shaw. And oh my god. Shaw now takes P2, SSR Bobbett's in P3, and Jolly's taking the lead. What a turn of events we did not expect. Oh my. That is not good. And now, as Bobbett's and Shaw fighting for each other, Bobbett's is now taking it off. And now Dutch Power's squeezing through. TR Shaw there, losing part of his front wing. You can see that he doesn't have as much grip as he... Well, obviously, he went into all, but he doesn't have as much grip as he wants. T2G Iceman also having a look. TR Shaw here, leading the race, and he gets taken out by Bobbett's. What a shame. Taking a much wider line into turn 11 and turn 12, because he just doesn't have that grip. It's all DRS though, so that can happen. But that is a spectacular crash. What a change event has just happened. Your heart goes out to Shaw. Jolly, he must be sitting there right now. He must be rather jolly himself. It's AOR Charlie now coming through. And also LCK Jack, Jaw, sorry. As they come through. And is he coming into the pits? Yeah, clearly he's coming into. If he doesn't come into the pits, I'd be surprised. But wow. SSR Bobbett's staying out though. But I don't think he is, how can I say, got to be happy with himself either. TR Shaw now getting a penalty as well for that, for spinning in the pit lane. So even worse, going as a Microsoft. See on the fastest tyre how much he can gain back. Highly doubt he can get anywhere near to the top. But he's got a big gap to him and King Chip. As I say that, King Chip passes him, and I'm Eagles King rather closely as well. But what a shame for TR Shaw. From P1 to P8, what a shame. Anyway, Dutch Brown 97, keeping close to Bobbett's now. Bobbett's seemed to have didn't have as much of a rough outcome as TR Shaw did. But yeah, what a shame to see. Your heart goes out to him. Just such an unfortunate turn of events. Anyway, here they go. Dutch Power 97 is definitely going to have some sort of look onto SSR Bobbits of Source Bobbits hasn't pitted at all, unlike TR Shaw. TR Shaw, pardon me, hacked some damage as well. But here they go, DRS. Break in into it, perfect. Having a look into turn 3. He has a try. You got to give it to him. Bobbits is great at defending. You know, trying to keep it as best as he can. And sorry, excuse me. A bit of water there, as you can see my throat is so dry. As you can see from all this commentating, TR Shaw, they've got a 3-second time between multiple warnings, another one. So this is more probably going to be, let's see who has the least penalties and comes out on top. Jolly there with a 5-second advantage over Bobbits. Don't forget there was a 3-second gap, 5-second gap between Bobbits and Jolly at one point between turn 2 and turn 3. So here we go, keeping close. TR Shaw there, TR Shaw now is keeping rather close to King Chip, but not close enough. Dutch Power 97, not too much of a gap there for him. Also got some more DRS coming through, but it looks like Jolly is completely. Let's hope nothing bad happens to Jolly. And make him unjolly, because he has had such a good, lucky race. Let's just say that. You know, he kept it close in P3, had a terrible pit stop, terrible strategy right there. When Bobbits went for the undercut, you know, Shaw responded, and you know, he pulled it through. But then Jolly waited around and he suffered for it. But he has taken the fruits of his labour. That close fighting between Shaw and Bobbits. You see, Shaw now overtaking King Chip and has that long gap to AOR Charlie. He's not going to get anywhere there, so that's P7 for TR Shaw, but AOR Charlie may be in P5 rather soon. So we've got DRS. Can he put it off though? I tell you what, it gives it a look, but okay, Jaw follows a very similar line and says, no thank you, I'm keeping this. But very close. A few lockups obviously there, but nothing more. As we come onto the final lap of racing. And here they go, gonna have another look. They can't at all. But SR Bobbits there, Dutch Power keeping rather close. And TTG Iceman. Okay, Jaw, AOR Charlie there, a bit more of a gap than TR Shaw there, but not going rather. Oh, sorry, that's Joggler there coming back again. Still in P15 for his 15th birthday. What a shame, but Dutch Power 97 all over the back of Bobbits. Can he get P2? Where is SR Bobbits? He's gone off. He's gone off. Oh my god, it looks like he's. Oh my god, he's hit Dutch Power 97 as well. He's hit the clad, he's hit the side, he's hit Dutch Power 97, and now TTG Iceman's coming for P3. Oh my god, Bobbits just keeps on hitting people, doesn't he? He hits Dutch Meter Board and now he hits Dutch Power 97. TTG Iceman now see if he can get anywhere near Dutch Power. But can he? He's got DRS, but so does SR Bobbits. Let's see what he can do into turn 13. He has a look, but it looks not good enough. But what a race it was for Jolly. He's going to come through and take the win in Australia. Well done to Jolly. P2 goes to Dutch Power 97. Congratulations to him, with P3 to TGQ Iceman, and then SSR Bobbits keeping close at all. But what a race. What an entertaining race. Well, so much collision, so many fights going on, but you know, your heart definitely goes out to TR Shaw, definitely there. He had a very difficult collision with SR Bobbits there. Also obviously saw very animated, but yeah, what a race. What a first race this is. What a first race for me. Yeah, my voice is very gone. wasn't the perfect race, it wasn't the perfect event, but we've been here, you know, if some of you may have kept with me for the hour and a half, if you haven't all done, I'm sorry for how laggy the stream is right now. That's definitely something I can definitely improve on, obviously, but, you know, we all learn from our mistakes, and there was a few mistakes in this, but yeah, wow, what a race. Whew. So yeah, Dutch Power 97 comes in first place. I don't know if that's applying with penalties, so that means Jolly and SR Bobs comes through, and T Joshua comes in there. But yeah, Joggler coming in P15, just a day after his 15th birthday. Looks like, is it a win for Dutch Power 97? Let's just double check. And it is. Well done to him. Fully deserved for such a crazy race. SR Bobbers comes in P3, Nomura comes in P2. But yeah, what a lot of action there. Just so much action as the champagne gets sprayed all over in Albert Park. Wow. So, hopefully you enjoyed this Formula 3 race, first round at Albert Park in Australia. I've been Alex Buckmaster. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have, despite a few instances where you can see the amount of penalties that were applied. Dutch Power 97, the only one without any penalties, actually, funny enough. So yeah, wow, 9 second penalty, 9 seconds for John Lee, 3 seconds, quite a few of them. Yeah, Jesus Christ, a few of them did get attacked by penalties. Obviously Joggler getting none, but Joggler finishing 3 laps behind everyone, but 18 seconds time penalty. Oh, that's terrible. But yeah, thank you for joining me. Hopefully you've put off with me for an hour and a half. That is enough. But thank you very much for joining me. Goodbye.